So yeah, in this video, we're gonna be looking at blog posts and what I like to audit for that. So the first one is uncategorized blog posts. This often plagues WordPress websites where the owner doesn't set aside a specific category for a blog post. The way you check that is you put site, you put the website URL, and do uncategorized. For this example, I'm taking a look at I Run Far, which is an ultramarathon blog. The only thing that shows up for uncategorized is their store, which has nothing in there. So that should be fine with that. Now let's actually take a look at some of their blog posts. We will go over, we'll just go over this one right here. Let's see if that's a decent blog post. Perfect. So first thing I like to look at is no images in blog posts. You'd be surprised how many companies or blogs themselves don't actually include images, whether it's laziness or they forget. So I like to check those out. This one obviously has a lot of images over here about UTMB and this athlete. So we should be fine with that. Paragraph block on blog posts. Again, kind of goes with the images. Sometimes these sites will have a paragraph like this and it will be all together rather than cut up into separate sections. So this is good. You just don't want to have a long paragraph. This is maybe the max of a paragraph that you want to have. And the reason for that is it's kind of bad for the eyes, especially nowadays with people online. They want to read like 2 or 3 sentences, move on to the next paragraph. They don't want to be reading a large block of text forever. If they do, they tend to bounce or just skip over words. And I can tell you, like, I've done that multiple times, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. Next thing you want to look for is some sort of call to action on the blog post. This is either like a free lead magnet or to a store or to a podcast or whatever. You want to upsell, anything like that. So we're taking a look at this if there's a CTA with that. I do not see a CTA in the individual. I see it on the sidebar right here, which just for Patreon, but that's about it. So I would personally say they need to add some sort of call to action. Now, the next one is interlinking throughout blog posts. You want to interlink your blog posts with familiar content. So I'm just going to look real quick and see if they have any interlinks. I think that might be an outbound link. That is an outbound link right there. Keep going with that. And it doesn't really look like they have any more interlinks. So personally, I would put a Z for this one right here. They need to add a little more interlinks. Or actually, sorry, they had an outbound link, but they had no interlinks. So that definitely would be a Z because they don't have any interlinks linking to other blog posts. Outbound linking, personally, I'd like to have more than one link. Maybe that's just this article. I'm not going to take a full dive into the site. But yeah, that's an outbound link. As you can see, they link to the results of UTMB right here. I believe that's UTMB that they link to. I could be wrong. MB race, actually, no, I don't think that is UTMB. No, it's not. It's a cycling race. There was an article on UTMB, so I kind of assumed it at first. Sorry about that mix up. Anyways, so that's interlinking and outbound links. Make sure heading tags. So this one actually doesn't have many heading tags. You can see catching up with Rory Bozio. I probably butchered that name, but I apologize if I did. But you can see that's pretty much the only heading tag in this blog post. You want to have multiple heading tags talking about different stuff. So I want to add some H2s and H3s in there. Not only is it good for the eyes and break up the content for the users, it's also good for SEO perspective. Now for the next one we're looking at is thin content on blog posts. So that'd be if the blog posts are really short, like 250, 500 words. This has a lot of content, so it seems pretty good with that. Posting new content regularly. So this is kind of subjective, but personally I'd recommend uploading at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. If your site's not really uploading even at least monthly, that's not regular content, so that would definitely be a Z. And I highly recommend a site uploads at least 1 or 2 articles a week. Next thing we're taking a look at is related blog posts. So at the end of an article or on the sidebar, you want to have related articles. As you can see, they do have those right here, which is really good. The one thing I would recommend is having an image associated with that so they can get a higher click-through rate with that, but these are fine with that. And maybe they did split test it and they saw this was better. A lot of this stuff is testing. It's a more advanced SEO and split testing in general, but right now, that gets the pass. A lead magnet built into the post. So this was going back to earlier about the call to action. They do not have any lead magnets at all to capture emails in this blog post. So, yep, nothing at all. So you want to have that built in there. And then for the social share buttons, they do have that right there. They have like this page, which actually like page not found. They might want to fix that. And then tweet it. So they do have that built in there. But since that does say not found, I would want to put a Z there and just say page not found for social share. Make sure to fix that. So yeah, that is everything I look at with the blog posts.